Welcome to Handi Quilters Watch and Learn. I'm Kim Sandberg, and with me today is Kristina Whitney, and we are so excited to help you get organized for the new year with a really awesome new software that just came out. Have you heard about this?
I've heard bits and pieces. You've been working on it, but I am brand new to this, so I don't know anything.
I am so excited. Kristina agreed to be my guinea pig, and I get to teach her how to use this awesome new software. So, Catalog is what it's called, Pro Stitcher Designer, or Pro Stitcher Catalog, and it is software that helps you organize and then find all of your digital designs. Find them just by using notes or keywords, ratings. Even you can find designs by the number of stitches that are in it. So if you want to find something that's really simple, you can do it. Isn't that cool?
Yes.
So this is going to be awesome new software that can help all of us keep that New Year's resolution that we make every year to get organized, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm going to learn this program, and I'm going to get organized.
It's the last thing I do. I'm going to teach Kristina how to use this. So, well, let's get started. So I want to walk you through the steps of how to use Catalog. So let's look at our screen. We've both got our computers set up here, and let's just look at what we've got here. If we click on the Home tab, I have a new button here that says Find. Do you see that on your Home tab right there? All right, click on it.
I love the icon.
I know, isn't it cool?
Binoculars.
Little pair of binoculars. I think it's so cute.
Okay.
All right, and we have this little box that pops up here.
Okay.
And we can just type designs in here, which is super awesome. So let's walk through the steps of how to find these designs.
Okay.
Okay. We can do it by keywords. You can see all of our options here by notes, name, stitches, colors. Colors is a little more for embroidery designs, which, you know, we're talking more quilting designs here.
Okay.
But the width and the height, the date, and then we have ratings down here. And this is a really important box down here at the bottom. Do you notice that? It says include all formats. That's important to have checked so that we're not only searching designs that are in the native format for Designer, which is .c2s. We want to be able to search, you know, our HQV files, HQF, QLI, all those great files that we have saved somewhere in our computer.
Yeah, the ones that we actually want to use.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So let's start by searching notes. So let's just type in, give me a word I want to search for notes.
Well, let's do music since it's notes.
Okay, let's see. So I'm just going to type a word in there, and then I'm going to click on Find, and we'll see what it finds for us.
So mine had a little pop-up says this is the very first time you search for designs. Initializing is going to take a while.
Okay, I'm really glad that that popped up because that is an important message to remember. Your software's got to kind of go through this process and find these designs on your computer. Now what's important to know is this is only going to search the designs that are in a specific folder to start with. So on your C drive, we have a folder that's called Designs. And that is, you know, if you have Pro Stitcher installed, it's on there, Pro Stitcher in Simulation. If you have Designer, it's where the designs default to. That is where it's going to search, is the C prompt designs. Okay?
So it's not going to search all my other folders that I have all over the place with random designs.
Exactly. But I'm going to show you how to actually link other folders into that C prompt designs so that you can search those ones too.
Excellent.
Okay, so if we take a look at Kristina's screen right now, we can see that it's working. Do you see that little green bar that's going across the top there? And like she mentioned, it takes an extra minute or two the first time around because it's got to search through everything. How that will do it. Okay, well I think you just got results. So if you notice there in the bottom right corner of the Find window, it tells you how many designs it found. How many designs did it find?
Two.
Okay, awesome. And then over here in your in the bottom right, we've got results. And so that bottom window, right there, it's showing results. Now, if you move your cursor down to the bottom, and there's a little line right there. If you kind of hover over that line and then click, you can move that line up. Remember that this bottom is a split window underneath the designs, so you can see it. And look, right there, it's showing us the designs that it found. So how easy was that to find a design?
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool, huh?
I'm wondering why I have two of the same design.
Well,
because I'm not organized.
because you're not organized. Depending on how many times you've saved stuff, you might have multiple designs. You got to remember that also because you have that include all formats selected, you may have that same design in more than one format on your computer. And so it brought up both of them. Yeah. So Kristina, I want you to open one of these because now we're going to talk about notes and keywords. So go ahead and double click on one of those to load it. And then I want you just to go ahead and close that find window. Just click in that top corner there. Okay, perfect. So her design is up there on the screen. It looks really great. Now let's start talking about the information that we can put in there, the information we can search from and where it pulls that information from. So if you look over on the top right there, in your design window, there, your design view window, it tells you the file name. So it shows you the name of the file right there. And then underneath it is the notes. And that is what it searched by, was the notes. Now we've got two other categories that we can search by here, but you don't have any information in those categories. So let's walk through the steps of how to add those in. Okay. So first of all, we've got the keywords there. Do you see that down there in keywords? I want you to click in that and let's put a keyword in here. Now, this is really cool. It's the chance for you to create your own categories of designs. Okay. So this could be one that maybe you want to call it an easy edge to edge. Maybe you want to call it Cousin Sue's quilt because that's what you used it on. You can put those words either in keywords or you can add them to notes. Okay. So why don't you go ahead and type something in there that you would be able to organize it by? Because of course we're all going to kind of choose our own way to organize it, right?
Yeah. Can I put more than one?
Yes, you can. And you separate by a comma.
Comma. Okay, so easy edge to edge, even though it has a space in between, it's going to search for that whole thing. Then I've got my comma, and then I could put in loops.
Loops, yeah, because that's a loops quilt. Okay, now I want you to click that apply button that you see right there and watch what happens. It says save changes, and what it's going to do is actually save that to the original file. So now that is going to be there. On your C drive, that information is going to be included. So go ahead and click on that. So that's one way we can categorize. And then we have ratings there. Do you see that? And there's stars. So you can go ahead and select a rating for your design and organize that way too. So if this is a design you use all the time, perhaps you want to create a collection of 5-star designs. So go ahead, you could click on 5-star. And then once again, you click the apply. And you save the changes. And Kristina now has made this design even more searchable by all of these factors. Isn't that cool?
That is really cool.
It is really, really cool. So we've done that. Let's go through and show you how to add a new link to your designs folder, okay? And you know what? Let's actually, if you want to take a look at my screen, we'll pop over here and I'll show you how to do it. So if we look here, do you see here in my designs folder, I just kind of move things down there. I actually have one that's already linked so that you guys can kind of see what it looks like. See how it has that little arrow on it and it says desktop designs, okay? So that one is a linked folder. Okay. To add a new link, I choose the folder that I want to add the link to. In this case, because I want it to show up within this list of folders right here, I will click on Designs and then do a right click. And you'll notice that from my menu, I can choose New Link. Do you see that right there?
I do. Okay. I'm going to click on it.
So we're doing this together. You guys are looking at my screen. And then it's going to bring up possible folders that you can link to. It brings up it says Select Target here at the top of the window. But what it does is it lets you search your entire hard drive on your computer, and then you can link something. So I want to link this folder right here that says My Designs, okay? Okay. So I'll select this one, and then I'll come down here and click on this button right here that says Select Folder. And it's going to ask me, is that okay? I want to say yes. And now you'll see over here in my Designs view, I have a new link. And I can rename that by once again doing a right click and then click on this one right here that says Rename Link. And I remember that folder was called My Designs. So I'll just type in my designs and then type enter. And that has now been put in the proper place, and it's even alphabetized, so it's ready to use. So I've linked that folder so I can easily search that folder also without having to move it to that specific path. Does that make sense?
Yes. So does your icon have like a little blue arrow
Yes.
rather than a folder on yours?
It does. It has
Okay.
a little blue arrow, which lets me know that this is a linked file.
Perfect.
Rather than just a file on within my C drive designs. Okay?
Okay.
So that makes sense, and you can see some of my fun little designs that I have there.
Are those ones you've created yourself?
Have
you rated them yet?
Some of them, no, I haven't. Maybe I should. This one is out here. You know what? I can actually open up this one. This is one that I created in Designer. I made some fun little pouches, and I did a bunch of quilting on them. So this is a really fun one here. And you can see over here in my, I don't have any notes yet. So why don't I
put something in there?
Yeah. Okay. So this was designed by Kim Sandberg, and I'm going to type in copyright 2020. Just a note here, be sure to respect copyright law. So if you're using a design that's already been created, you don't want to erase any of that copyright information. You don't want to change it. That needs to stay there. We want to respect copyright law. You can absolutely add to the notes though. So we'll do that. Then let's say, oh, this is for my initial pouch. And then I'm going to say it makes a 8-inch by 12-inch size. That way I know just by looking right there everything that's in there. And the keywords I'm going to put in, it's a pouch, it has initials, I think those are good. And of course I'm going to give it a 5-star rating, right?
Some of my designs, I wouldn't give them a 5-star rating. They still need a little bit of work.
Do they need a little bit of work? This is one I worked. I put a lot of work on.
You did.
So I've went ahead and done that. I've saved it. It's ready to go.
So
cool?
with purchase designs that you buy off the internet, you download, you can link them into here. Will those notes automatically come up with their copyright information?
Yes. Kristina, let's walk through those search fields just one more time. So
Okay.
let's look at your screen. I'm going to let you walk through the steps this time.
I've already forgotten how to do it.
So,
Oh, I
okay.
go to the binoculars.
Yep. Click on the binoculars under the, which tab is it that you have selected?
Oh.
It's your home tab.
Okay, so home tab,
Uh-huh.
find.
Fine. Click on those little
Ooh,
binoculars.
but I'm looking at this and I've got this little pop-up thing. I could just do Control F if I didn't want to click on
You
that.
are exactly right. Control F. I always
Okay.
love those alternate keys.
Yeah.
That's totally cool. Okay.
Okay.
Now you've got your screen up here. So what do you want to search for?
I'm going to search by rating.
Okay, perfect.
And I haven't rated very many, so I'm going
Okay.
to search from 1 star to 5 stars.
Okay, and see what we come up with.
And I think I'll get 1.
Hopefully. Okay, so go ahead and click find up there.
Okay, fine.
And let's see what we come up with. And it's searching much faster this
Yes.
time, you can see, because
Yep.
it's already been initialized.
Oh, look, I had a
You have
total of 1.
Okay, so go over and remember you can pull that little line up.
Oh, come on.
So pull it up there.
Oh, look, it's my
Yay.
music meander, and it has a rating of
5 stars.
open. Oh, it's right above there.
Well, and it's open. You
It's
clicked on
already
it and it
open.
opened, yeah.
I was expecting a new window or something.
Remember that when you open it, that find screen is actually going to stay on your screen until
Okay.
you close it.
So would the results screen always show there?
Under designs, yes, now it
Okay.
does, the designs view. It's
Perfect.
going to be right up there at the top, and you can
Okay.
click on
So
that
I'm
to
gonna-
see what the results were from the last search that you did.
Excellent. I'm going to click on this find one more time because
Okay.
I'm learning by repetition.
Yes.
I've searched for, oh, I've got a question.
Yeah.
On that last search, I had the word music in notes
Oh, yeah.
and my rating. Does it search
It did by both of
by
them.
both?
So let's go up to the right of find in the top right corner there. Click
Okay.
on that, and there's actually one there where you can clear filters, which will clear your former filters. So if you want to start
Okay.
a new search from scratch,
What's
you wanna be
this
sure and do that.
keyword list?
Keyword list. So you can go ahead and click on it. These are all the keywords that are preloaded in here
Oh,
that you can search. You could try searching by.
okay.
Okay.
So those aren't ones that are already on my designs, those are the ones that actually came with the catalog program.
That's correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so stitches, I don't know that I would ever search by stitches because I don't even know how many stitches I do. And I usually do repeats.
There's a lot of different parameters in here, and the reasoning behind that is, you know, something that I really like to search by may not be what you want to search by. The trick is just give them all a try. It's just like when we're teaching in the studio, right? We always tell everybody, okay, there's 4 different ways to do the same thing.
But mine's
give
the
them
best.
all a try. Exactly. Give them all a try and figure out which one works best for you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I do like this option of width and height.
Yeah.
Because I have a certain throat space, and if I'm trying to fill that whole throat space,
you can search by that.
That's a good starting point.
It is. It really is.
I mean, I can adjust it when I get to my machine, but that is a great starting point.
It really is. It really is, yeah. We're going to walk you through the steps of how to install and register catalog. So to start with, you need to purchase it, and there's going to be a couple of different ways to do that. You can either visit prostitcher.com, or once you run the update, there's an update that has come out, there will be the ability to purchase it through Designer.
So the update is a designer update.
It's a designer update, and it includes the link to be able to purchase it, or you can go to prostitcher.com and download it that way. So Kristina has went to prostitcher.com. She has received an email which had her serial number and the links to download, and she has already went ahead and downloaded the update onto her computer, and it's now in her downloads folder, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so let's take a look at her screen, and we'll walk through the steps here of how to install. So on Kristina's screen here, she's got that update. It says PSD, and I believe it's 1539. Correct. Is that correct? So it's going to be version 1539 or higher. Kristina's going to do a double click on this, and it's going to launch here in a second. And the computer's going to ask her, hey, do you want to do this? And the answer is yes, we want to install this. So she'll click on yes, and we'll have the install wizard come up. It'll take a minute to prepare, and she'll just follow the prompts here. She'll click on next. Then she needs to accept. So you'll notice she's just going to click right there to accept the license agreement, and then she'll click on next. We just follow the instructions here. She's going to click on install, and it's going to go ahead and run the install. This could take a few minutes, so just sit back and think about that next quilting project you want to work on. Well, Kristina, it looks like your installation is complete, so go ahead and click on finish.
Can I just say that I love having you tell me every single step that I need to do because I am very technologically challenged.
I am so happy to help. I am so happy to help.
Okay.
Now, on your screen, go ahead and minimize this, your downloads folder, and you're going to have a new icon on there that says PS Studio. I see it on the top left there. So Designer has now become ProStitcher Studio. So go ahead and double click on that to launch it. And Kristina, why don't you just go ahead and click on Create a Design. And we'll just open up that. That looks great. Now, just go ahead and maximize that. Now, you're going to notice down in the bottom right corner, we've actually got a new tab and a new view in that window pane. Do you see some stuff there you haven't seen before?
Yeah, it looks a little bit different right down here. New icons and ProStitcher catalog.
Exactly. And you'll notice down at the very bottom, the tabs that have been there, we have our sequence view, designs, effects, navigator, and there's a new tab there, and that one is actually called purchases. And this is where, if you are purchasing the design from ProStitcher Designer, this is where you can do it. So as you mentioned, we have our two options here, and under ProStitcher Designer, you notice that you've got a little checkbox there, which shows that that's been loaded and activated on your device.
Okay.
We need to do the same thing with catalog. So I want you to go over to that little box on the very right-hand side, and just click on that, and let's look at the options we have there. So if you're interested in purchasing, you can click on the Buy Now, but we've already done that. Kristina's ready to activate, so she's just going to click on Activate, and then she's going to have a registration screen pop up. And she just needs to fill in all of the items that have asterisks by them. And be sure and include that designer serial number that came with the email that you received.
Is it case sensitive?
It is case sensitive, so make sure that you have your caps lock on and you include the dashes as you're filling it out.
I'm going to have to blur those out.
Yeah, or right now, go ahead and...
So it says I need an activation code.
You don't actually need an activation code because the device you're using is connected to the internet. If you'll notice, actually, it says register now down there in the bottom right-hand corner, which means you're ready to go ahead and click on it and have your catalog be registered. So go ahead, click register now.
I'm doing it.
Yay, success. Okay.
Okay.
So Kristina, any other questions? Feel like you got it? You're ready to go organize all of your digital files?
Well, I'm kind of at the point where I'm kind of wanting to ignore you right now and just play.
Okay, well that tells me it's time to wrap things up. So let's tell everybody thanks so much for watching this week. We hope that you have caught the vision and you're excited about adding catalog to your Pro Stitcher Studio. So thanks for watching. Be sure to like our video and subscribe to our channel so that you won't miss out on any of the great videos that we do. And be sure to have fun quilting this week.